Welcome friends to another Tarkir Dragonstorm Draft. I'm Nico aka and on the MTG trying to make the magic happen. So without further ado, let's draft. Alright, so I want a good rare. Glacier Wood Siege. Okay, not my favorite first pick. I think Rakshas's Bargain is pretty nice. Karu Goldkeeper also okay. I'll take the Rakshas's Bargain. Maybe get some graveyard synergy going. I haven't played with that card so far, so I wanna give this a shot and try it out. Okay, here we have Static Snare is a good removal spell. Constrictor Sage taps a creature, puts a stun counter on it. Dragon Spray is a nice removal spell, so I think as a follow-up for the Rakshas's Bargain, probably better. There's also Rugged Highland and Champion of Tucson, which is a renew card. So this also put two of them in your hand and the rest into your graveyard, so I can fill up my graveyard. I'll take the Dragon Spray though. I think it's just a solid removal spell. This also has a renew. Let's take the Constrictor Sage. You know what? Let's try build a control-y renew deck with Rakshas's Bargain. Ooh, here we have a Gurmag Rakshasa. Caustic Exhale, Molten Exhale. Lots of nice cards. Black seems cool. And yeah, I think the black is not often drafted, so taking the Caustic Exhale is just a fine follow-up for me. Gurmag Rakshasa, when it enters target creature and opponent control gets -2/-2, and another creature I control gets +2/+2. It is cool. It's kind of a removal spell as well, but I'll just take the Caustic Exhale just because it's a solid one mana removal spell. Here we'd have a Dragonstorm Forecaster. So, I mean, I don't love that card. It's a good card, but I'm not sure if it fits my deck. I'm trying to fill my graveyard. Maybe I should also consider pivoting. This would also, it's a good blocker and it finds us dragons or the Dragonstorm Globe. If we can pick one up. Here's also an Attuned Hunter, but for now I would rather take the good blue spell before I move into green. Here we have Equilibrium Adapt. That's also kind of a signpost uncommon for the Boros deck. Dragonclaw Strike, which I think is a pretty nice card. Timur Devotee. And you know what? Also we have a Timur Tawny back. That also fits my filling the graveyard strategy. So putting the removal spells here. Yeah, I'll take the Timur Tawny back. So we have some cards to fill the graveyard and also this card, which is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice follow-up. There's also Stormplane Detainment, and I could consider just pivoting hard and going into Boros, but this is a pretty good start, and I don't want to go into Boros with that start. I'll take the Essence Anchor, see if I can build some nice Sultai Temur kinda graveyard renew deck. Evolving Wilds, maybe. Oh, the Sagu Pummeler, I think it's a nice card. On the splash though, if we are black and blue we need to be Sultai. If we're blue and green we can still go. And also a Sandstep Citadel, black, green, white. You know what, I'll take the Pummeler and I'll take the Evolving Wilds. Just solid card that I will play in any deck. Here we have Loxodon Battle Priest. It's the +1/+1 counter strategy. Yeah, nothing too interesting here. Suit Earth Carver. That's a pretty nice card, but I'm not sure if I really want to play that. Here we have a Right of Renewal that got wheeled. Pretty nice. So, just opening up 17 lands here. For those of you who don't know, it's a third-party tracker. I can see which cards have been taken. And yeah, people are playing green and people are playing Renew. But I think with the Right of Renewal, we can get some stuff back, permanents from our graveyard. I think that's a pretty solid card. And here we have a Champion of Dusan. Nice follow-up. So far, those are all good playable cards. We might be blue-green base, splashing black, splashing red. That's also a possibility. I'm not loving the... I don't love the Snowmelt stack, but I think it's okay. This is just a good blocker. Can block most dragons, actually. And it can get a card from a graveyard back, so maybe that is what I want. I haven't taken this card so far. Okay. Why do I have a plus now? I don't know why I have a plus here. Okay, Iridescent Tiger got wheeled. Last pick, that's kind of crazy. Lotus Light Dancers, also pretty nice, to be honest. Why I don't love that plus? I can see. I never knew that. So if I press Alt, I can see how many copies I have of that card. So Lotus Light Dancers, sure, it is a card that fits all the Renew and Graveyard strategy. It's a good rare, 3 mana, 4 mana, 3/6 lifelink, solid stats, bringing back something. Not sure about the dragon kinda part here, though, about the Dragonstorm Forecaster, but yeah, I'll pick the Lotus Light Dancers from that pack. Here we have another Sage, decent also as a Renew card. Sage of the Fang, also a Renew card, 3 mana, and I think looking at my creature count here, probably should be taking the 3 mana Renew card. That doubles, then this just stuns. So I think Sage is just a little bit better. Also we have Sagu Wildling. Maybe I should be taking this just to help for the splash, and also it's a dragon. Yeah, every time whenever I commit to not playing Mardu, it feels super open. Veteran Ice Climber, also nice, milling me stuff. We'd also have a Frontier Beauvoir. I think that's a pretty decent card. And looking at my removal spells, I should also just pick that Dragon Spray. You know what? Wow, that's tough. I'll take because also I don't have any lands so far. So let's take the Sagu Wildling. I want to be green. That's important. Finds me some cards. Here we have a Stormbrood, Whirlwind Stormbrood, another Caustic Exhale, and I definitely also need removal spells now. So I think I should be taking. Wow, this Kero Goalkeeper also nice. Let's keep taking all the Renew cards. Here we have Piercing Exhale, that's a nice, and also Kishla Skimmer. And you know what? I'll take the Kishla Skimmer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Renew cards. It's not the highest amount of Renew cards so far. Also the Piercing Exhale. Wow. I need removal. Removal is pretty important. Removal is more important than Kishla Skimmer. Even though I hate to do it, but yeah, gotta put priorities, set priorities for this draft. Here we have the Dispelling Exhale. By the way, friends, if you're enjoying this so far, why don't you show some love by hitting that like or subscribe button down below? It helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate it a lot. So we have 3 removals. It's not the best thing so far. And the Temur Devotee is just a solid card. Wanna play that, especially looking at my curve. So picking up that Timur Devotee makes me happy. Rite of Renewal, Humbling Elder. I mean, it can be... or Rite of Renewal. That's pretty nice. Returns me the stuff that I... Only permanents. But still, I'll take it. Black is so super open, but those cards are just not good. I mean, we could take that. Feral Deathgorger on the splash, maybe. We need to splash black for Karu Goldkeeper anyway. But even then, I'm not in love with that card. Okay. Yeah, nothing too interesting coming our way here. A Ration Sunshield, another Snowmelt stack. I think it's okay. It's a playable card, but not the best one. Veteran Ice Climber, sure. Happy to pick that up. So we can mill ourselves. Yeah. King Nurturer it is, or take that. If we don't find better removal, I'd play it before if I don't find anything else. Sure. Okay. So now we gotta prioritize lands, and 2-drops. Wow, but there's an Ambling Storm Shell. Ouch. And that is a pretty nice controlling card. The question is, can we survive that long? We can return it if we bounce it. Also, there's Lion Weight. Sonic Shrieker, also a nice dragon, but yeah, not happening. I don't see that happening. So I think Storm Shell is just a bomb that I need to take. And from here, probably the Opulent Palace. It's exactly the land that we need. Also, there's a Dragonstorm Globe, and we can find that with this card and cast it with any kind of money. Kotis the Fan Keeper also is a super nice card, but it's not as important as being able to cast our spells. So this whole pack, I will just pick Fresh Start as a good removal spell, or Timur Devotee as an enabler of playing the deck. We only have one red card, but it's blue and green, so I think I should be picking that up. Now we have another Timur Tawny back versus another Veteran Ice Climber. Versus, you know what? I do love that card. It's super solid. Can't be blocked, has Vigilance, good blocker. Anok Wayfarer also finds me lands, and there's Synchronized Charge. While there's also Salt Road Skirmish. We have 2 black sources so far. That's not a lot. Ooh, Sonic Shrieker also. And this also has Harmonize. So I think gain Vigilance and Trample. That's pretty nice. This is also a pretty solid removal spell. So happy to pick that up actually. Better than that one. Scoured Barrens, nothing we are interested in. Rakshasa's Bargain, sure, I want that one. Happy to pick the second copy of that card up. And now we have Gurmak Nightwatch. It's probably a 3-mana 3, so Boros is so open. Yeah, Gurmak Nightwatch it is. It is, yeah. So we have 26 cards, need to cut some. Focus the Mind, Sipsig Appraiser, wow, that's nice. Sipsig Appraiser, cool. I'll play that. I think the Dragonstorm Forecaster is just unnecessary. We have 3 dragons. Those cards are all not interesting for me. Dragonstorm Forecaster finds the Dragonstorm Globe and enables us to play black. It's a good 1-drop. Black and green land, happy to pick that up. And yeah, I think the deck might work. We don't have a ton of harmonize or renewal, but some. Skirmish Rhino, Poised Practitioner. Yeah, nothing interesting here. Yeah, mana wise, it's not ideal, but we have 3 sources and we don't have that many cards on the splash. 3 cards. 3. Yeah, Sultai Devo. You know what? Let's put the removal spells again here. So we have five removal spells. Yeah, looks good. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sources, 5 sources of black. Alright. We need to cut some cards though. And I think the Gurmag Nightwatch is just not as good as the Timur Tawny back. Rakshas's Bargain is pretty nice though. And I think we can cut one Timur Tawny, Timur Devotee, just because. Yeah. Just because we don't need it that much. Let's give it a shot like this. The curve is pretty. It's not ideal. Cut one card here. Sipsig Appraiser is just super solid. Maybe he's cut the Salt Road Skirmish or the Exhale. Let's cut the or maybe just one Right of Renewal. Just cut one of those. We don't have a ton of self mill. Let's give it a shot like this. We have the Lotus Light Dancers. And what do we want to find off of that? We'll see. We'll see. Just something that has renew probably. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I will keep it. Find a mountain with the Evolving Wilds. Let's just play. Playing that Evolving Wilds, passing the turn. Opponent draws a card, plays a Thornwood Falls, gains a life. I'll sack my Evolving Wilds, find a forest. Now I'll play the island. Sagu Wildling, find a swamp. Pass the turn. So with that Sagu Wildling, sure, we're going to be able to find all the black sources we need. Next turn we can just go Champion of Tucson, Sipsig Appraiser, Champion of Tucson probably. You know what, Sipsig Appraiser, just because we want to have a blocker for potential haste creatures, and we don't need 2 black mana sources. 2 greens better, and also because we could draw a card, kind of. We could look at 2 cards and pick one. That's why I wanted to play the Sipsig Appraiser first. So now, how do we go about this? Let's just apply some pressure, get rid of the Wingblade Disciple, deal 4 damage, and pass the turn. Next turn we can just go into Rakshas's Bargain. Card advantage is pretty nice. Okay, so it's a 5-color deck here. Play another island. Play the Rakshas's. You know what? Let's attack. Opponent doesn't block, so we can Rakshas's Bargain. Oh, you know what? We can Champion of Tucson. I think that's more important. And yeah, do we Piercing Exhale that? Let's just wait. Maybe they have a dragon or something, but we can return only permanents. So no other stuff. Opponent played a swamp. Plays a Jeskai Shrinekeeper that enters. I will Piercing Exhale that Shrinekeeper before it deals damage. So happy that I didn't cast a Piercing Exhale before. Opponent passes the turn. Let's play a forest. Let's attack with our creatures. Opponent blocks the Champion of Tucson. Do we wanna... Yeah, we wanna keep it. Let's play the removal spell. Kill that Rejuvenator. Let's just look at those cards as well. Oh, we can't. We have to pay 4 because we don't have a black source at the moment. Put 2 of them in your hand. Storm Shell, Storm Globe. Sure. And that damage goes to that creature. Okay, so far the deck's pretty nice. At least it worked out here. Sonic Shrieker entering the battlefield, killing my Champion of Tucson. Yeah. Okay. So that is now gone. We can go Storm Shell. Draw 3 more cards. No attacks. Opponent draws a card. Plays Forest. Plays a Bone Claren Butcher. Plays a Dragon's Brood Relic. We can get some permanents. We don't have any permanents. Lands are permanents, I don't know. But I don't want to get a land here. So let's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go Dragonstorm Globe into Karu Goldkeeper. Let's just attack. Draw 3 cards. Okay, they are blocking the Sipsig Appraiser. What's to do now? Let's play an island. Let's play the Dragonstorm Globe. Let's play the Karu Goldkeeper. Make it a 4/4. They're probably not gonna attack with the Sonic Shrieker. I don't really know if I do like Lotus Light Dancers that much because... Yeah, I think most of those cards are just better not with the renewability. I mean, it can, like, giving something a +2/+1/+1 counter is pretty cool. Something that's on the battlefield at the moment, so... And also, yeah, I could find, for example, the Sage. The one that... No blocks. I could find the Sage that stuns and taps. So they probably have a counter spell. Maybe. Opponent plays an Unending Whisper. Draws a card. Those tokens go away and they pass the turn. So now... Yeah, what to do? Like, just renew this, put a +1/+1 counter and trample on the Karu Goldkeeper. Let's now attack. Kill the dragon, deal 1 damage. Let's play the Lotus Like Dancers, sure. And you know what? I want one of those sages in my graveyard. I don't want something else. I'll just want the sage in my graveyard. Just be able to renew it. And now I'll also play the Ice Climber. Pay the mana. Having a 3/6 lifelink is pretty nice. This can't block? No, the cat just can't be blocked. Okay. Okay, opponent plays another Sonic Shrieker. That hurts. Deals 2 damage to me. I'll discard Temur Devotee, I think. Yeah. I can get stuff back. The Devotee, the Sage, Sipsig Appraiser. Kinda nice. That's a cool card. So they are, if they are considering whether to attack or not. I think they shouldn't. Oh, they do attack. Wow. 5, 6, 7. Do I want to block just to be sure with the life link? Yeah. I wanna gain some life. That's pretty nice. And they don't have anything to kill my stuff. Mardu. Each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Why didn't I have to? Creature didn't die because they had to sack it? I don't know. Let's tap that creature. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's attack. I could mill myself. Wow, yeah. That's them dying, making the magic happen with a nice Sultai kinda stack. 1 down, 6 to go. Let's just hope it goes this way. I'd be happy if I get a trophy run. I'd love one because, yeah, drafting, it goes okay, but it's not ideal. Haven't had a trophy in a while. Opponent plays a swamp. Let's play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. I'll sack it for a forest next turn. End of the turn. Opponent plays a Sultai Monument. Let's just sack it now. Find a forest. Put that forest onto the battlefield. Opponent searches also for a basic land, an island. Alright, now. Island. We can go Temur Devotee, but I think we'd rather remove a land. Because at the moment, nothing there. There's nothing that needs to be blocked. I'd rather remove all the lands in the world from my deck. Find another forest. Pass the turn, opponent draws a card. Plays an island. That's nice. Nicest artwork ever. I love it. Play a forest. Play that Temur Devotee, sure. Essence Anchor, also nice. I want to have it on the battlefield pretty soon. Opponent plays a land, plays a Temur Devotee as well. Plus a Roiling Dragonstorm. Shoot. Alright. Let's play a swamp. Let's play the Temur Tawny back. Draw a card, discard a card. And have a big creature on the battlefield. That's a fair play, I think. Draw a card. Don't need a land now. Pass. Ooh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. But you know what? I don't have any... I can cast those spells. I can just get stuff back. So at the moment it's not necessary. So they are playing a forest. They are playing a Glacierwood Siege. Sure, they can try to mill me. Temur, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mills 4 cards. Let's play a land. I can, it's nice. If they mill me, I have the right of renewal, which is just cool. Essence Anchor. Surveil. And I think I should be piercing exhaling that devotee just to attack. Be the one who's putting pressure. Let's just kill it. I don't have a dragon to behold. Timur devotee is gone. I can attack. They're gonna block with the Agent of Codis. Oh, they are countering my stuff and making me mill. That's tough. I'll still want to attack. I want that card's gone. And I can get it back. But there's, yeah, nothing too interesting for me to get back. I mean, the Veteran Ice Climber and... Let's... Oh, we want that, yeah. Let's just play the Veteran Ice Climber. Let's pass the turn. Opponent plays a Dismal Backwater. Gains a life. Plays a Roiling Dragonstorm. I'll have to accept that they are playing it again. Drawing 2 cards, discarding a card. And attacking for 3, surveilling 1. They found a land, got rid of it. Those are nice. I didn't see the foundations. Full art. Okay, so that is a 5 mana dragon that is able to block their dragon. So I think, do I want to mill myself? I'm going to be milled by them anyway. So I'd rather wait, not let them know that I like being milled. If they, well, just mill them. And removed an Auroral Procession. That's kind of nice. Let's now just play that dragon. Or do I want to keep removing? Yeah, I want to have a blocker. So gaining 3 life plus... Oh, they have a... Okay. Okay, counter target spell. That's pretty darn nice, actually. That's a cool creature. Haven't seen that often. Okay, Corsi Revenant, that's also just wow. Now it's getting pretty annoying. This has haste. Flash. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty annoying here. Not looking too good. Not looking really good. Like, this is indestructible? No. So I'll trade. 3/3 blocker versus 3/3. Do I want the Caustic Exhale? I want it. And I want to exhale that Corsi Revenant. And I want to... Oh, come on. Don't tell me they have a counter. Okay. So, I'll attack. Make them mill a card. And pass the turn. I have a counter. But they can pay all the mana in the world. And I have 1 good removal spell over. Putting a Death Touch, Lifelink, and Flying counter on that. Ouch. Okay, opponent goes to 22 life. We Surveil. I want that Storm Shell. Yeah, I want it. Nice. Play that. Let's just tell me they don't have a counter. They have a counter and they are going to counter it. And that hurts. Ouch. But we can get it back if we survive long enough. They have this now, which is just pretty annoying. Still, I'll attack. Make the mill a card. Mill the Saga, which at least... Yeah, that's nice. But they might have a right of renewal as well. So we can get... Yeah, we can get stuff back. Ambling Storm Shell. I would love to have a counter, lifelink counter on my Ambling Storm Shell. That's now a 5/5. 5/7, yeah. Yeah, not looking too nice for me. Not looking too good. I'll have to kill this. Either way, I'm dead. However, I'll play it. I'll be dead. Found a land, another one. 6 lands. Kill that creature. But I'm still going to die because of the flyer here. Not able to block it. Alright. Let's go. Hand's looking okay. Keeping that. Have all my sources. Jungle Hollow. Opponent played a swamp. Now passing the turn, opponent draws a card, plays a forest, plays an alchemist's assistant. Not loving that. You know what? I'll play the Timur Devotee. Just to have a blocker for that, making it not able to attack. Unless they have a removal spell, but then it was, yeah. Okay, they're just passing the turn. Let's play a swamp. Do I want to go Sipsig Appraiser because next turn I can go Karu Goalkeeper anyway. But I think, yeah, it's a dragon, so I want it stronger. Let's just play the Globe. Let's pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Thornwood Falls, gains a life. And passes the turn. Wow, that's not good for them. Playing a land. Playing that Karu Goalkeeper. Entering as a 4/4. Happy about this. Opponent draws a card. Plays Plains. Followed by Yathan Roadwatcher. When it enters, you can mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less to the battlefield. Okay, so fortunately there was no creature. Let's attack with my Goalkeeper. Deal 4 damage. Let's now play another creature just to have another blocker here. Look at the cards. Find the Sagu Wildling. Happy about that one. And now I can even Rakshas's Bargain. Cool. I will do that. Done. Look at the top 4 cards. Put 2 in my hands, 2 in my grave. I think I want those in my hand. And the other one's in the grave. Okay, nice. Feeling solid. Start feeling solid so far. Opponent plays no land, so I have a feeling they have a really sucky starting hand. They are attacking, so I will block like this and like this. Let's hope they probably have the war call, making my creatures smaller. Oh no, Snakeskin Veil, but I can live with that. And an Offensa, sure. Whenever another non-token creature they control die. And Offensa endures. So let's... What's now? Let's attack for once. Let's attack. Deal 4 damage. Let's play another dragon. Gain 3 life. Have another flyer up in the air. Having the upper hand is nice. So even with first strike, I can use the Caustic Exhale as a surprise. They might have a counter spell, but I'll have to give it a shot. And I want to kill that Anaffenza. Ideally, I want to kill the Anaffenza. Lock the Anaffenza. Make that Behold the Dragon. That one. No. Behold the Dragon like this. Okay. So that is the Anaffenza gone. Happy about that one. Happy about this. That's really cool. Agent of Code is entering. I'm not afraid of an Agent of Code is. So we can Essence Anchor, Rakshasa's Bargain. Let's take the cards first. Get all the cards. Dragonstorm Forecaster, Salt Road Skirmish, sure. And you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just take the yeah, having that as a blocker. It's cool. Now we can play that Essence Anchor, and from starting with the next turn, we can just always Surveil. Opponent goes down to 7 life, meaning like they're gonna gain some life of the Kindry Nurturer. But if they don't find a removal spell, oh, this also gets a lifelink counter. That sucks. But it's not the end of the world. I can kill those creatures and make 2 tokens. I don't want that. Or do I want it? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to cast this. And yeah, you know what? I don't want it. I don't need it. I'd rather kill that lifelinker here. Make 2 1/1s. And attack. Dealing some damage. Opponent goes back to 4 again. And now I want a blocker. I want a blocker. And still, yeah, you know what? I'll find another land. Remove a land. Play the forest. Play that. Pass the turn. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is just 7 damage, and I do have a blocker. Dragonstorm Globe. If they find a haste creature, Sonic Shrieker or whatever. Okay, but still, that's the game, I think. Not enough damage. Going to 7 life. I can surveil their land away, and that's the game. Making the magic happen. Carry Goldkeeper did its work, but only with the Dragonstorm Globe. Alright. Hand's looking solid. Super keepable hand. We can find an island off that Evolving Wilds. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Thornwood Falls. Gains a life. I'll find my island now. Passing the turn. Okay, found Carry Goalkeeper playing that Veteran Ice Climber. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Swamp. Plays an Anok Wayfarer. Nice. Mills 3 cards. They are a similar deck to what we are playing, apparently. Let's attack. Do I want to mill myself? I think. Have the Right of Renewal in my hand, so why not? And attack. Deal a damage. Let's... You know what? Sipsig Appraiser. Have another creature on the battlefield that can block them. Find the Veteran Ice Climber. Ooh, I should have taken the island actually, I think. That was too fast. Let's just hope we find another land. We will. Sipsig Appraiser as well. Looking at the top 2 cards of their library. Found one. They also got rid of a land, but they didn't need it. Maybe. I hope I'll find one. Not finding one, but we can find one here and then cast this. You know what? Let's attack first. Make me mill a card. Ooh, that's a land. They are... Yeah, that's a fair trade. Sipsig Appraiser versus Sipsig Appraiser. Now, let's... Dragonstorm Forecaster. Or let's Rakshasa's Bargain. Find a land. And then play the Dragonstorm Forecaster. I hope so. Yeah. Like this. Put 2 in my hand. Sure. Not a swamp. I don't need another swamp. So, Island, Dragonstorm Forecaster, now passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. So we want to play the land, the Carry Goalkeeper, maybe find the Forecaster first. I think better to play the Veteran Ice Climber plus finding that Forecaster. Constrictor Sage. Yeah, I think that's how I want to do it. Let's just attack. Make me mill. There, yeah, I didn't want to attack with the Dragonstorm Forecaster. It's kind of a fishy attack. Attack with the 0 powered creature. But yeah, they're just taking the damage. Thanks. I'm happy that they did. Let's now put a stun counter on that Surak. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to get the Dragonstorm Globe. But at least it gained me some time. So they are playing a forest. Okay, they are exiling my Constrictor Sage. And that's their turn. Okay. Let's play the island. Now we can get the Dragonstorm Globe. We can now also play it. We can attack for 1. Make us mill a card. Found a Champion of Tucson. Let's play another Veteran Ice Climber. That's kind of nice because we can put those counters on the Ice Climber and then we can start milling them. I don't care about 4 damage at the moment, and now my Dragonstorm Forecaster has done its duty. So 5 for 6, that's pretty nice. No attacks. Only not attacking with the Wayfarer, no blocks. That is me going down to 16. And they are casting a Disruptive Stormbrute, destroying my globe. Ouch! So I could have casted it long ago. I could have cast it. I think that's right. How to say it. 2 permanent cards. You know what? Now I think I'll take it. I'll also take the Champion of Tucson. I'll take the Storm Globe and maybe the Sipsig Appraiser, just because it's good. Target player shuffles up to 4 target cards from the graveyard into their library. What cards do I have? Sure, I'll take the good ones. I want Rakshas's Bargain, Champion of Tucson. I want Sagu Wildling, and maybe even another Evolving Wilds. No, I think just those three. And now, let's play another Dragonstorm Globe. Let's attack. Make them mill 2 cards. Make them mill. Now they are blocking the Forecaster. I think I'm not getting it back. I could have gotten it back even with that also. Search your library. Only your library. Okay, so I couldn't have gotten it back. So they are going to 15 life. They have 7 damage to deal. My dragon will be bigger. Trade Route Envoy. Sure, they draw a card. They play as Jungle Hollow. They attack for 7. No blocks. And now we can Karu Goldkeeper. And now we can even Rakshas's Bargain, I think. Dispelling Exhale. Yeah, it's kind of useless once. Let's just attack with those cards. Make them mill. Milled away. Nothing too particularly interesting, but at least deal 2 damage, have 2 blockers, and you know what? I'll play the Sipsig Appraiser because, yeah, Dispelling Exile is just nothing that's too interesting now because they can block it anyway. If they have a removal spell, which they might have, then it's not looking too good for me because they have a flyer. But yeah, Exhale is just, it's a cool, I think it's the worst of them, actually. The other counter one, that one they had, whatever, it was the other game. There, ooh, Death Begets Life. What? Come on. Draw a card for each permanent. They just have 6 more cards in their library, and they have to discard a lot of them. That's kind of cool. I can renew that on the Storm Shell later. That would just be amazing. If I can just Carol Cold Keeper, renew it on the Storm Shell, attack for 7. And hell yeah, I want to play the Storm Shell. I want to play the Champion of Tucson as well. Having 2 threats, passing the turn. Exciting match, this one. Okay, Wingblade Disciple. I don't love that. Renew, and this does put 2+1/+1 counters and a flying counter on target creature, and that's it. Only as a sorcery. Sagu Pummeler and a bird. Sure. So now we have Timur Tawny back. We have, you know what? I wanna attack for sure. This has trample, so it will deal some damage. Am I allowed to attack or not? This only has a sorcery, so now it's too late for that. But I still want to attack. Put 3 stun counters on the Storm Shell. Draw 3 cards. Piercing Exhale. That Sagu Pummeler. Behold the Dragon. I can't. But happy that the Sagu Pummeler is now gone. Okay. Next 2 blockers. I need to cast a Timur Tawny back actually, just because I need to have a big creature on the battlefield. Big. But yeah, okay, Caustic Exhale. Do I Dispelling Exhale? Now I can use my Dispelling Exhale. Yeah, submit 0. So that makes me happy. Next to blockers. That makes me really happy. I could use it because they were tapped out. They are taking the damage. That is a lot of damage. They have flyers. So what's to do? Let's play the Timur Tawny back. Nothing else I can do. Done. Blue, red, green. Oh, we can't. So we'll... like this. We can cast it like this. Draw another card. Discard an island. Pass the turn. If they can't kill me now, they can put 3+1/+1 counters. 2, not sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a 4, 6. Can they kill me? Or is it about 1 life? If this had also reach, that would just be cool. Sultai Devotee, sure, making another flyer. So they can attack and I can't block, but apparently... So I can put a flying counter on whatever. That is 2, 4, 5, 6. Sure, I'll just renew it. Put the flying counter on the Tucson, which already has trample. And if they can't counter that spell, I just hope they can't. But they... Oh, they can't. So I guess... Maybe they have another spell. A bite spell. That would also be possible to kill me. Let's attack. What an exciting match that one is. Thrilling. Come on. Come on. So this blocks this. I hope they don't have anything. They're making it very exciting here. That's pretty thrilling here. Come on. They have something. Ouch. That hurts. That really, really hurts. Yeah. Why did they make such a fuss about it? Why wait that long? So... That's a keepable hand. Keep 7. Then now this is always the question. How do we want to start? Oh, they start with Fleeting Effigy. So I think I should start with the Forecaster to be able to block that Fleeting Effigy. Shock Brigade, sure. Now it's time to... I think like this, and next turn Piercing Exhale that. Shock Brigade, but we can't. No attacks. Yeah, that sucks. Timur Devotee. Maybe we find another land. Rakshasa's Bargain is such a nice card. But I wanna block this, and I wanna block this. Another Shock Brigade, sure. That deck is pretty aggressive, pretty annoying, and I'm not able to... Ouch. Let's play the Timur Devotee. Changed my mind. Let's attack with that one. Make them mill a card. Make us mill a card. Swamp. Yeah, could have used the land though. But we can next turn just Rakshasa's Bargain, find all the cards in the world. Fleeting Effigy. So we wanna... Like this. Like this. They have something. Oh, they're pumping the effigy, or the... Oh no, they're pumping something. Sure. Still it's dead. At least it's dead. Killed my creatures, but happy about them dying. But yeah, I'm not... If I cast the Rakshasa's Bargain now, I'll not be able to... block properly. So now Caustic Exhale and Rite of Renewal. That's what I want. Can Caustic Exhale that Shock Brigade. Behold a dragon. Target a creature. Behold the Sagu Wildling. Shock Brigade's gone. Attacking for 1. Making us mill a card. Land, sure. Opponent draws a card. So the big threat is over at the moment. I feel stabilized. Sarkhan, that is the one that makes a treasure token whenever a dragon you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan. Sure. And a wild ride and haste. Ouch. I wanna block it. No. I don't wanna block it. Found a land. Let's play that. Let's... Ooh, could have been Rakshas's bargain before, but I didn't think about that. And I cannot cast this. Ouch, yeah, I'm not too happy about this. Let's do it. Find a Champion of Tucson, Timur Tawny back. Attack. Make Asmil a card. Dragonstorm Globe. Next to damage, deal a damage. Sagu Wildling, finding us another island. End the turn. Yeah, interesting match also. Opponent plays War Effort. I cannot even do anything about it. But at least they don't have that many mobilize cards. None. So Fleeting Effigy, sure. I will want to block one of those. Yeah. Yeah, not looking too good. That's too fast. That freaking deck is just too fast. But I can cast those cards next turn. Or the Ambling Storm Shell, that's nice. But it's just, they couldn't go wide. I need... Yeah, actually, I think I'm dead. I can kill the Sarkhan. Maybe I'll live another turn. They are kinda out of breath now. At Effigy, they can attack, but I can kill it. So that's good. Good that I didn't play the Storm Shell. Timur Tawny back. Yeah, I need to block it. If not, I'm dead. If they have a removal, I'm dead. I need to block it like this. They have something. That's me going to 3 life. Fortress Kingguard entering the battlefield. Yeah. Yeah, the go wide strategy is just too crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can Timur Tawny back. And then Timur Devotee. Only thing we can do. But we can't pay the... Then like the other way around. Timur Tawny back. Timur Devotee. Autopay. So we have blockers. Discard that one. They have the Fleeting Effigy still. Or? No, it's dead. So... No mobilize. Those creatures get +1/+1. When they attack, they get... Oh, okay, that's it. They get a... That's it. That sucks. They get a token whenever they attack. So I think I'm dead, probably. Yeah. That is me dying to those creatures. Hurts my feelings. It hurts. And that was my 3rd game. I think that was my 3rd game. I'll draft the best Boros deck next time. I want to win also. Who doesn't want to win? So I think that's it. If you did like this stuff, show some love by hitting the like or subscribe button down below. It helps the channel grow. I'd appreciate it a lot, and yeah, I wish you a nice day.